beginning of this video, and he would be drilling his holes already. Now, bear in mind that he has to do this 6 more times before he's done with this project. I think there were 6 45-degree beams that you can see behind him. So if there's 6 of them, they're going to make the same ignorant mistake 6 times continuously. See the 45-degree beam behind him? Steel joist, stanchion, arm. Let's see what he's doing there. Let's see exactly what he's doing. He's trying to center the strap. Well, at least he knows how to center the strap. My God, the man is learning already. If he was working for me and I came to this job and I watched him do this, I would immediately pay him everything that was due him and send his sorry ass on the way. Oh my God. I'm going to back this off so you can see what's going on upstairs. He has this older fellow holding the joist. Holding that strap. He's holding it with his hands over his head. And now he's going to be responsible for picking up that beam, and this is amazing. This gets me nervous watching people do shit like this. Look at that guy. Oh. Look at him. Look at them. This is a joke. This is a joke. It's more like a nightmare than a joke, actually. They can't pick it up. I would tell them how to do it, but I don't really like them. Because I've given him advice before about the king crown, the crown up on lumber, the king crown and the crown up, and the crown out. And he looked at me and said, I know how to build decks better than anybody. I had to leave. I had to leave. Couldn't listen to it. I was building decks better than this when I was 17. That's a fact. Look at them. Anybody that watched this video knows these two guys are complete imbeciles. They didn't get the beam up yet, by the way. The beam is not up. The beam is still down. They're working on retying the beam because he did it wrong the first time. Two monkeys fucking a football. Now, to reiterate, the way this should have been done is for them to set up a 3 to 5 foot, 6 foot A-frame above where that man on top is standing, above the center of the pick, or even off center, and you could deflect the vertical pressure from a deck board if it was too close to the edge of the deck itself, which shouldn't make a difference because you could move it in 18 inches without any problem at all. 18 inches from the end of the deck, the edge that you're looking at. Then he could have set up a 4 or 5 foot A-frame and put a $15 come along that you can buy at Napa for $15 that picks up 500 pounds, and he could have put that $15 come along on the A-frame where the man in blue was kneeling down. Then he could have picked that beam up and would have 500 pounds of pressure on the beam instead of relying on this 65-year-old man to pick this beam up. with just his physical strength and hold it up. And besides that, why would you want to put your life in the hands of a piece of garbage scrap when you could put a wire cable around it and snatch the cable, center on the beam, and just pick it up? That's how a deck builder would do it. But of course this fella is a deck builder, because he told me he knew more about building decks than anybody in the neighborhood, I think was the way he put it. Not saying me specifically, but anybody in the neighborhood includes me, because he lives across the canal. So if he knew more about building decks than me, that beam would have been up, snatched up, secure with a 1/4-inch 7x19 cable on a 500 or 1,000 pound $15 come along, and then put a safety of a 1/2-inch nylon around the beam just in case the come along gave way, or the swaged fitting on the come along gave way. And then the beam would be up. He could make the marks. Oh, by the way, the beam has a plate, looks like it's about 12 inches by 8-inch plate on the end of the beam that's to the concrete. And that beam plate has a set of holes in it that they're going to drill. So what these fellas did was they put the plate up, and now they're going to drill, or maybe just mark the concrete. I don't know. But they could have just took a template of the end of the plate and made a template onto the concrete and pre-drilled their holes. And then, while they are, after they got their holes drilled, then they could just put their bolts in, or through, I'm not sure. I saw lag bolts when I swam by there this morning. I don't know what the hell they're doing. And to ask him, he kind of looks at you like you're interfering with his professional opinion, which is about zilch. It is about as much respect I have for him as a deck builder, and even less for a person, actually. Because he told me he could build decks better than anybody in the neighborhood. And there are a lot of good deck builders down here in the Keys. It's raining pretty hard. I bet you bust out another cigarette any minute. They're still dicking around. They're still dicking around with that beam. Oh man. I can't believe they didn't put an A-frame up. He's a deck builder. He's the best in the neighborhood. And he didn't put an A-frame up. And they're still dicking around with that beam. I would have had all the holes drilled already through the concrete. And they're still dicking around with lining the beam up. Oh my God. Oh my God, I need something to drink. I need water. I need water. I can't watch this anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot watch this anymore. They're getting me sick, ladies and gentlemen. Sick as a dog, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the right. This is a man who cannot build. He cannot build the decks. He cannot even build the deck, ladies and gentlemen. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. I can tell you this. When I was 17, I was building the decks. Better than that, the guy. He could not even put. He cannot even talk about decks. Oh my God. I have to make a video of my deck work. I think I did. I have the pictures for my decks and docks by Zoloft crap. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. It gets me sick. I have my water. I have my water now. Oh my God, they're still doing this. He's just still doing this. I have it to back up a little bit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm going to have to zoom in on this a little bit more. Now look at all that torquing. They should have had those. They should be setting those bolts in that beam by now. See? Instead of putting a 45 stanchion down, or even a 25 or 30 degree stanchion down, they're making just a 12-inch flat plate. If nothing else, they should have made the plate 24 inches long and put a 45 degree brace to the plate 1 foot out. 1 foot by 1 foot leg. It's raining, ladies and gentlemen. Is it time to light up another cigarette? Freaking cigarette, the smokers. They have to have their cigarettes, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, they're not to know what to do with their hands. The deck builder's my ass, ladies and gentlemen.